Welcome all. Now next we will see how to find out time constant, because in every numerical of transient you have to calculate the time constant. We know that for an RL circuit the time constant is L equivalent divided by RTH, and for an RC circuit the time constant is RTH into C equivalent. Okay, so let's see this question. Determine time constant for the circuit shown in figure. So we have one RL circuit and we have to determine the time constant for this circuit. So first we will try to find out RTH. The procedure is very simple. You should open circuit this inductor. You should open circuit this inductor. Now this between point A and B you have to calculate the resistance, and that will give you the value of RTH. Okay, this 10 kilo ohm and 20 kilo ohm are in series, so it becomes 30 kilo ohm. This 20 kilo ohm and 10 kilo ohm are in series, so it gives 30 kilo ohm. After that, how these 30 kilo ohm and 30 kilo ohm are connected? These two are connected in parallel, because this 30 kilo ohm is sharing this node A, as well as this 30 kilo ohm is sharing node A, and this 30 kilo ohm is sharing node B, as well as this 30 kilo ohm is sharing node B. That means they are sharing same two node. That's why these two are connected in parallel. So RTH value will be 30 kilo ohm parallel with 30 kilo ohm, and 30 kilo ohm parallel 30 kilo ohm is 30 kilo ohm into 30 kilo ohm divided by 30 plus 30. 30 kilo ohm into 30 kilo ohm divided by 30 kilo ohm plus 30 kilo ohm, that means divided by 60 kilo ohm. So 1 kilo ohm get cancel out, and your answer will be 1 kilo ohm get cancel out. Your answer will be 30. This will be 1, this will be 2. So your answer will be 30 by 2, 15 kilo ohm. So RTH value is 15 kilo ohm. Now L equivalent provided in the question is 50 millihenry. So time constant is L equivalent divided by RTH. So 50 millihenry divided by 15 kilo ohm. So 50 upon 15 is 3.33, and this millihenry means 10 raised to minus 3 divided by 10 raised to 3. So 10 raised to minus 3 divided by 10 raised to 3. So this 10 raised to 3 will come in the numerator, so it becomes 10 raised to minus 6, and 10 raised to minus 6 means microsecond. So time constant value for the first question is 3.33 microsecond. So you should be careful with the units also. Next, for next question, determine time constant. Again we have to determine the time constant. Procedure is simple. This is an RL circuit. So open circuit this inductor, and try to measure the resistance between point A and B. So as you can see, this 10 kilo ohm and 40 kilo ohm are in parallel. So 10 parallel 40 is 10 into 40 divided by 10 plus 40. So it comes out as 10 into 40 divided by 50. 10 plus 40 is 50. So 400 divided by 50 value is 8 ohm. So this parallel combination is reduced into 8 ohm. After that, this 8 ohm is in series with this 4 ohm. So from point A to point B we have 12 ohm resistor. So RTH value is 12 ohm. Now L equivalent value is 2 Henry. So what will be time constant then? 2 Henry divided by 12 ohm. That means 1 by 6 seconds. So for second numerical, the answer is for time constant tau equal to 6 seconds. So this is the answer for second one. Okay, so it comes out as 1 by 6 second. Okay, now third one, determine the time constant for the circuit given in figure. So here 120 volt source is also present, and we have to determine the time constant. This is an RC circuit. For RC circuit, time constant is RTH into C equivalent. RTH multiplied by C equivalent, and unit of this is seconds. Unit can be second, millisecond, microsecond, but it is nothing but second. So time constant unit is second. Similarly, L equivalent divided by RTH unit is also seconds. L equivalent divided by RTH, unit is also seconds. So you should focus on unit also, the time constant as a unit, seconds, or millisecond or microsecond, like that. Okay, so for this numerical, one independent source is also present. So turn off that independent source. So if it is a voltage source, for turning off voltage source means we will make it short circuit. Okay, after that this 100 ohm and 100 ohm will come in parallel. So 100 parallel 100, 50 ohm, this will be 50 ohm. So this one is 50 ohm. This 50 ohm is in series with this 50 ohm. So between point A and B, we are able to see 100 ohm resistor. 100 parallel 100, 50, 50 plus 50, 100. So between point A and B, resistance is 100 ohm. So RTH value is 100 ohm. So procedure is same for RC circuit or RL circuit. Open that capacitor or open that inductor and try to see the resistance between 2 points. Now C equivalent is 2 millifarad. So 100 into 2 millifarad. 100 into 2 milli means 10 raised to minus 3. So 200 into 10 raised to minus 3, it comes out as 0.2 seconds. So for third one, the time constant value is 0.2 seconds. So this way we have seen how to determine time constant. Once again I will repeat. So open the inductor or open the capacitor and try to see the resistance. That will be the value of RTH. And if only one inductor is there, you can take that inductor value as it is. If suppose there are two inductors, then you have to determine how these inductors are connected. Suppose here one more inductor is connected like this, so we should ignore this resistance. While finding out RTH. So you can see that this inductor and this inductor are in parallel, and you should try to get the L equivalent. But in majority of the numerical, we will just see one inductor or only one capacitor. That's why L equivalent calculation or C equivalent calculations are quite simple. So once again, for RL circuit, time constant is L equivalent divided by RTH, unit is seconds, and for an RC circuit, the time constant is RTH into C equivalent. So I hope you should remember this formula, because we require time constant in every numerical of transient. For RL circuit, L equivalent by RTH, and for RC circuit, RTH into C equivalent. Okay, thank you.